We're all proud of each other when we see each other.
Yeah, we're all proud of one another.
Well,
It's
you
so
know,
nice.
them say, you know,
And
hills and
it's
valleys.
Yeah.
Hills and valleys.
Yeah.
That's life.
Yeah, hills and valleys.
Hills
for
and
you.
valleys. And it's just, you see, at the end of it, it's how much hills you can keep climbing.
Yeah.
Or how much you gonna stay down in the valley below. Well, I don't want to be in the valley below. So therefore, you climb your way
But it's a
up.
hard trap to get out of.
Yes,
it's
but
so
you got to what? You have to have this.
Yeah.
You got to be mentally strong.
Yeah.
Shirley, tell me how you stopped.
What happened? I suppose, I know, I was going on with all kind of sitting, and then something drastic happened to me.
What?
I'm not going to say this.
Oh, go on.
Something like, if on this day, my mind kept saying, go home, go home.
Come out of
And I called, no, well, you never know Myra's place. And I called this guy I was with, beautiful white, remember Brian?
Yeah.
Beautiful white boy, blonde blue eyes. Oh, Lord. Anyway, and he said to me, say, well, if your mind keep telling you, leave.
Yeah.
So that they may take every money, take all the money and left.
Yeah.
And then must he go there?
Went to America.
And then come back and then call somebody else where I was. When she go back there, what do you think happened? Somebody kill her.
Where?
That's what you never know.
Yeah.
That
When where you was telling when your man was telling you to leave,
where I was,
the other
my
person.
mind was saying, go. Don't stay. My mind kept saying, go, and I called Brian the night and I did it. And I said to him, sir, my mind is like, me don't want to be here. I don't want to be here. And him said, well, if you feel like that, go. And my mind said, go. So me go. So when the people, they must come back now, they must bring somebody else, you know, to carry on the day.
Right.
You had to work at the shop. But then, push come to shove me, a police, I look for me. Then bring the next girl for the work at the shop there. So somebody go in there, go kill her.
Wow.
Kill her. That was me. And because
Wow.
that shocked my system.
Yeah, and you said never again.
I went and got myself a caring job and start care and give up every fucking shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard.
That. And then may I try hide from police.
Yeah.
And then come and then find me.
Why was you hiding from the police?
Because I didn't want them to come and
Because
talk
she
to
was
me.
there just before the girl got
Because
killed,
the
innit?
girl
She
dead.
left the place.
Yeah.
The girl dead, so them have to find who was there
Yeah,
at the
Right.
shop. You
Just wanted to
understand me?
interview us.
Yeah, but me I try dodge, you see, because me didn't give them my name.
No, you didn't want
You know what I mean? So I
Yeah.
was like dodging from them, but somebody came and then killed the girl the same
Wow.
fucking day. The
Wow.
day me tell you, my spirit would not rest. It said, go Shirley, leave.
Wow.
And I follow it.
Wow.
Otherwise, I would never hear
You
to
might
hear
have
this.
been that girl.
I would have been that girl.
Yeah.
I would have been that girl.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
That's what I mean about being in the wrong place at the wrong time.
You understand?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that
I
kind
think we
of
was
chip
all in
put
the
on
wrong
that.
place at the wrong
God,
time.
see,
So
wow.
started taking the
Listen,
shit.
Yeah. No, it's true, David. It's true out there.
Jesus.
Yeah. True.
But you know.
Yeah.
But you see, at the end of the day, all these drugs are for one thing, to keep you down, to keep the ghetto down. They don't want no
And
more.
take the-
They don't want no more riots and all this lot. No, nobody's got no time for riot for the right now because everybody's fucked up.
Yeah.
You can make an absolute fortune on it if you sell it and you don't take it yourself. You can make a...
But look how much of them who was selling it and all,
Be a
they end up
billionaire.
taking it.
Would be a
And they look
billionaire.
worse than
I could have bought a roll. I could have bought Cronlow Street with the gear I took.
Wow.
Yeah, well, I could have put
£300 a day, work out 8 years, well, 8.5 years. £300 a day.
That's
Day.
That's grams,
Hey,
thousands,
hey.
100,000, 300, 100,000.
Me and Prey, that was.
Yeah.
Both of us.
Yeah.
So that was like 150 each a day.
Yeah.
But that was a lot of money, man.
Yeah.
Especially for them.
I think you
years.
could buy a house in Moss Side for about...
1,200.
something like
very easily.
Yeah.
11,
Yeah.
1,200 easily.
Yeah. Because
Now they're all worth like one something, ain't they?
Yeah.
130, 120.
Yeah, travelled all the way to London once because he was a famine, so travelled all the way.
We used to go to Liverpool.
Yeah. £1,200 we paid for this. Don't think we sold a piece out of it. 2 days and 2 nights. Champagne and pint.
But can you remember Manny? When he sold his car?
Yeah.
And he got, what was that? A big bag of gear, the crack. Well, it was white powder. It was all good. Me and you, sobers. Me, you, sobers and Pretty. And the man I just mentioned. All night. We must have done about over £1,000 with it in one night. Easy.
Wow, wow, that's like unbelievable.
I know, but it's not.
But it's a fact. It's what happened.
That's what it does.
You take one after
Manny
another.
wrote that in
Like
the book.
chain smoking. One after another, one after another, one after
You know, Manny took his story to the Reader's Digest, don't you?
No.
Yeah, he did. He took it. I read it. A brilliant story.
Right.
And he told his story, and I had a second-hand
when I
shop
seen
there.
Manny the other week, I wanted to cry.
Oh, I was over the moon.
I love Manny Bottle so much.
I hadn't seen Manny for
I
about
really
20
grew up
odd
with
years.
Manny.
You know who I kind of miss, and it was so funny. Why I think of him. Remember Chris? Chris.
Otter.
Chris Otto.
Chris Otto.
Was it the one who was on the heroin on him?
Yeah,
in the back?
and then he ended up a
Chris.
drunkard, didn't he, bless?
Yeah.
Always borrowing pounds off people.
Yeah.
And he died in that old line.
He died in the upstairs.
In Thompson Street.
No, because that was funny. I had the chippy then. Here's a funny story. I had the chippy then. So every morning he used to come to me and he used to say to me, have you got any pies and sausages left over, Myra? So sometimes I'd have about 3 or 4 pies left over and 2 or 4 sausages left over. So he'd say, it's all right, just warm them up, because I wouldn't be allowed to sell them. So I warmed them up. This was the actual day he passed.
Oh.
Anyway, I'm there now in the chippy, frying my fish, frying my chips and everything. Next thing you know, someone come up and said, Chris Otto's dead.
You got found in an empty house.
Yeah, no, I went up there on the top of Claremont Road where the new flats are now.
Yeah, that's right.
Over the road from the Claremont pub.
Mm.
So I went up there with the ambulance man and seen him.
Oh.
So anyway, I went, you what? He says Chris Otto has just died. I said, he's dead. I said, no. It must have been food poisoning. I thought I'd give him food poisoning because I gave him the poison before. So I'm running up now because I've seen the ambulance come, so I'm running up now. And I ran up. I went up there with the ambulance man. Poor Chris was there with a needle hanging out of his arm on a mattress.
That's right.
Dead. So I said to the ambulance man, but before I seen the needle, I said, listen, I've got something to say. It's a good job it wasn't food poisoning. I said, how long does it take for food poisoning to get into your system? He said to me, about 5 hours. You know, if you get salmonella. Can take anything up to 5 hours, and then when it hits you, you know what I mean? So I thought, oh my God, thank God for that, because it was only about an hour and a half he'd been to my shop, you know what I mean? But then when I went in and I seen Chris lay there with the needle, it was horrible, man, horrible. Because you see, we all grew up together. Yeah. That was another good-looking guy.
Chris.
He was another good-looking guy, Chris. Oh, when he was young, he was so cute. He always had them big red shoes.
Yeah. Who was his woman? She was with the Bakers Club, Bakers Union.
His mother, the mother of his children. Gosh, I used to hang around with her. Was it Linda?
No, her name wasn't Linda.
What was it? Oh my gosh, and I used to hang around with her as well. Yeah. My God, this is what 60 years of drugs. You can't remember.
And Brian used to go out with the younger sister, 14 his name.
Yes, yeah.
Brian.
And I know Ian.
Yeah, 14.
Yeah.
He died because the...
He went on the gear.
Oh.
Yeah.
He never
Tell me who didn't go on the gear.
Strong.
Yeah, we did.
No, because for a while when all of this, because he used to walk with Ralph, isn't it?
Yeah.
He didn't seem to look like he was in it. He was on it then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he started the same time as me.
Yeah.
Which
and he was a dancer, him. He was a top dancer.
Yeah.
Because he used to wear them.
And he was cool.
And he was
really cool outfit.
And he was a good looking guy too, man.
yeah.
I tell you what, we had some stunners in them days.
Now
with
do you
guys.
understand me what I say?
No, we did though.
That
'cause
Reno
it all
was
stunning
like a
looking.
candy store for women.
It was.
That's why women
His
come
name
from
is
all over.
Brian Gordon is real.
Brian
name.
Gordon. Brian Gordon, 14.
I remember his woman, but I
14, that
can't
was his
remember her
nickname.
name.
Because he only
He
looked
was very close. He was best mates with John Savage.
Right.
Really
Yeah.
good, close
He
mates
passed
with
away,
John
John
Savage.
Savage.
Yeah, John's
He passed
Oh, he was nice. The last time I
Yeah.
seen John Savage was the first reunion, Reno reunion in town.
Wow, it was-
Remember, we was
it was
brilliant.
good. That's where that picture was
Well,
taken
the last-
that I gave to you, Linda.
The last time I
Outside.
saw him,
It was like
when
paparazzi.
we did-
It was brilliant.
when we did the
The first
Afroville
video.
thing in Disbury. Was it
I've got
White
one with
Lion?
Ozzy Sadie
You was
and all
there,
that
you went, and you
outside.
had that fall, didn't you? And did your arm in.
With Stephen Cottier.
Yeah, Cottier and all that. We did the
Yeah, Afroville
Afroville
reunion.
thing reunion.
So what's your best memory in the Reno, David?
Oh, there's many of us now.
But you're absolutely the one that just sticks out, the first thing you think of.
Oh, I don't know. There's loads, man.
The one stick out to me is the night I couldn't wait to get in and the men they were all in there waiting. That stuck out to me because I was ready for the New Year's drinking up. New Year's
Oh, was it
drink.
New Year's
New
Eve?
Year's Eve,
You
yeah.
have to get in early.
Oh,
you?
yeah.
Yes, I would burn from Liverpool to get there.
Yeah.
And when we get the drink, I miss the pair of balaclavas and I
When
wouldn't
me and
mind.
Sobers used to live in London, we used to get the train to come down to the Reno.
Hey,
To go rave in the Reno, and in the morning we'd just go to Piccadilly and get the train straight
Hey,
back again.
what,
We
what
could have missed the Reno.
Hey, you know what we used to do?
couldn't.
I left Manchester, went back to Birmingham. So me and my group of friends from Birmingham, we, girls, you know, we all used to thief cars at night and drive come Manchester, come party,
And then
drive back,
say 4 hours to
drive
come
back,
from London
drive
as well.
drive back to Birmingham, drop off everybody, park up the car, and then we all go home. I was doing that for a couple
I
of
used to go to
few
Birmingham.
weeks.
A lot of Pretty was from Birmingham.
Yeah.
Some Green she was from.
Yeah, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. From Edgbaston. Yeah,
Yeah.
ma'am.
I think the best night, I'll tell you what, can I mention a name? I think he's
Go on.
only finding I found his wallet because I'd seen him getting up and I'd seen his wallet drop out and it was right at the corner where the stage was, not at the far corner where Chips used to be, the other
Yeah,
corner.
yeah.
And Crazy Steve got up off this chair and I seen his wallet drop and he went to the barman. And I thought, well, he's not going to suss the wallet till I get to the, before he gets to the bar. So I just legged it, so I grabbed up the wallet, went in the toilet to the Reno, it was about 200 quid in it or something. Fucking hell, that was all. Even though I had money myself, that was about one of the best times I had at the Reno.
Oh, you said it, wasn't it?
I took his money, man. And he dropped his wallet. His wallet fell out. And I just happened to be looking at me at the time. And I seen him get up off the stool, the chair like. And I seen it drop out on the floor. And he goes to the bar. But I was there like a fucking shot fly on shit, man. Fucking hell.
Well,
It's about 200 quid in this wallet, man.
Yeah, well,
Woo!
my top night was that.
That was one of the best nights I had. Because it was a freebie.
Hey,
And it lasted a week, actually. That's
Yeah.
200.
well, it was. It was a lot of money then. Yeah.
Yeah,
Sober
200 quid.
said to me in the flat, "Come on, babes, I've got."
I hope he doesn't hear this and come round
A
and
beat you
tax
up.
me.
Yeah, pure antique.
Because I think he's still
Pure
going
antique.
that Steve. I don't know if he is or if he isn't.
I don't think.
Steve Duarte.
Yeah, I don't think.
Crazy,
Well,
crazy Steve.
Crazy Steve, yeah.
No, I think Crazy Steve passed. Didn't
no,
Did he? I don't
no,
know.
I think he's alive.
Oh,
but I
forgive
don't
me for
think
saying
he's
that.
alive.
I hope he
Was
is.
he not carrying on looking for his money, Dave?
Of course he fucking was, but I was just, wasn't me.
He wasn't me.
I just carried on like normal. And he's kicking off. I lost my blood clot. And I was just trying to look as nice as possible. I remember I left pretty early because we got a little bit para, so I left earlier than the
Just
should
in
have
case he went, I know it's you, trick.
done. Yeah.
Did you stash the wallet though?
I flunked the fucking wallet in the
Yeah.
toilets, man.
Yeah.
Just
But
took
I
the
bet it's
money.
still in the system today. isn't it?
No, not in the system. I put it behind the fucking system.
Oh, well, there you go.
Because the wallet ain't going to go down, is it?
Mm.
You know what I mean?
No,
So
I
did he
mean,
find his wallet then? But knew his money
Couldn't
was
tell
gone.
you.
Oh, okay.
Couldn't tell you.
yeah.
Couldn't tell you.
I remember one time the police raided me and they said to me, they came for checkbook, credit card, every damn thing for me. And when they finished, they turned around to the DVD. They could all that, and then turn around, checkbooks, everything, you know. It turned all the way right from all them to that DVD. And say, where did you get that DVD? Because then just catch somebody else who had the DVD, must have come from a stock or something.
Okay.
Did Janet Brown send you that? Well, Janet Brown did sell it to me. For free. So I said to them, oh, which Janet Brown you talking? The black one, the white one, or the half-caste one? So,
Because we do know 3 Janet Browns.
so me
And
say,
they're all
so me
Janet
say,
White, Janet Brown.
so me say, which one you talking?
Mm.
So I said, where I said, stop. I'll tell you where I got it. I met a girl down the Reno. You hear them, the Reno. Oh, I heard you can get anything down the Reno. So I said, is it? Well, all the fuck when I go down there, I don't get fuck all every time I go down there. You know what I mean? Come on.
I always remember I was at the bar once and there's some white guy come up to me going, oh, me a bit pissed up and all that. I've never seen him down there before, and I was with my lads anyway. So I was at the bar getting the drinks in, and this guy's like trying to push in, so I says, yeah, I know, man. I says, wait a minute, wait your turn. So he wants to trouble me now, about wanting to fight me. So I says, come outside, man, come outside. So you know the stairs in Reno was like that, on this steep, man, and pretty long. I run up the stairs, this man's coming behind me. When I got to the top, I just turned round, hold on to the banister and kicked him down. He crashed down to them fucking, and there was 2 doors at the bottom, and he just flew open like that. And he was at the bottom, totally mashed up, you know what I mean? And then you had like Steve and the other boys just dragged him out, took him to the entry and took all his blood clot money.
And then they could have robbed people from new faces especially.
Sobers
New
was
people.
brilliant, man, with them long fingers, let me tell you. But with the first night, well, not the first night, one night, me and him were living in Disbury, and he said to me, look, babe, I've got a fiver here. Well, all you needed was a £10.
Yeah.
10 bob weed, and he always had to pay 50 pence for me to
That was the first weed I ever bought, 10 bob weed.
Yeah, 10 bob weed.
Yeah.
I used to get mine off Paddy Sammy
The brown
Green Street
notes.
in the Blues there. Yeah.
Remember?
And
10 bob
he said to me,
note.
you stay down here. We went in the Reno, and he said to me, you stay down here, I won't be a minute, I'm just going to have a look upstairs in the night. So as he went out now, there was always guys, you know, the Irish guys looking for a girl, you know what I mean? So Sobers went up because he'd seen this fan of money in the guy's hand, and he said to him, you want a girl? I'll get you a girl, you know. He said, yeah, I want a girl. So Sobers just said to me, but in the meantime, I'll blood clot you. So the guy stood there, he ran around the corner, took off his hat, took off his coat, come down in the Reno. He was buying everybody drinks that night. He must have took about 500 quid off this guy. When I say it was like a
Well, the Irishman had pure money.
Oh, they had pure money them days. They was on top money. Top money, and they'd come to from Ireland to England for like 3-6 months at a time.
Yeah.
They was only living in one rooms, like the black people only had a room because they couldn't get houses.
Yeah.
So they'd live in a room. They'd do all the tarmacking and do all the road business and
He was
everything.
pulling down houses as
And
well.
then
that
go
was
and
good
pulling
money.
down houses and then going back home to Ireland. But in the meantime, they'd want a girl. You know what I mean? they'd have like
They all used to work for McGuinness and all that.
yeah.
Companies,
Yeah.
the Irish companies.
They come in the Reno in the
Mega,
70s with
man,
like
mega.
3, 5, 6, 700 pounds in
Easy.
the pockets. Easy.
I never used to roll like none of that. I never took, because I was
Oh,
making my
God.
own money anyway. You know?
All the girls would be
But the
dancing
money
with
is to
them,
see the
getting
boys
the wallet, passing it like that.
The
Yeah.
money is to see them boys get taken off. It was
I know. As soon as a guy had come in, you knew when Jimmy had walked through the door because the lights used to go out.
we all got called Jimmy. If he was
It
white,
happened to
Jimmy.
Arglin.
I got called Jimmy.
Yeah.
Oh, let me tell you about Arglin, man. He
Arglin.
was on home leave. He was on
From
leave
the
from the army.
Yeah.
And I said to him, you know, it was me, Stan Jackson, and who else was with us? There was about 4 of
We
us.
was all upstairs. I
Anyway.
was upstairs that night in
This
the
is-
Western.
this was-
around
no,
the
this
corner.
was
The
Shines.
Western Blues.
This was
I know,
Shines
the
on Alec
Western
Road.
Blues.
Alec Road, Alexander
No,
Road,
it wasn't.
Shines,
It was
where the 2 phone boxes was.
by Princess Road. It was Princess Road
Princess
that day
Road,
when he
that
come and got the
Western.
food. And they robbed him on the stairs.
No, he got his wallet took him. Anyway, listen,
Oh, this
we're
must
going
be
to
another
Shines.
one
It was on Alexander Road where the 2 phone boxes was on Alec Road. I know it's not the Reno, but same thing. It was the same sort
Yeah.
of era. And I said to him, Glyn, watch yourself now. I said, listen, I said, you got a few bob on you there, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
don't you get yourself taxed and everything like that? What do you mean I could? I've been in the army, I've been to Ireland.
I felt like
I swear to God. Yeah. So we're walking up the stairs, because that was like an upstairs thing. This blues here, what Shine used to run on Alec Road. So we gets up there, we gets to the bar, and Dean goes, "What do you want, lads?" You know what I mean? Mega bucks. "What do you want, lads?" So we all ordered a drink. He goes in his pocket for his wallet.
Shine used to run the one.
Gone, man. And I said to him, I said, "Listen, Shine was the owner, I'm telling you. You was in London doing whatever, mate. I'm telling you what was going on. I was in Moss Side all night. So anyway, all his money was gone, man. Well, not all his money, but what he took out with him was gone. And I said to you, Arglin. So I got my money out and I got the rounding, and Stanley got his rounding as well, because we had our money as well. But it was so funny. He was so confident with himself that couldn't happen to him. And we only walked up the stairs. He had the wallet on him when he was outside.
Someone must have bumped him.
But he was walking up the stairs and people coming down, people coming up with you. It was easy pickings, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So anyways, when it was gone, man, I just roared at him.
Because you know what, you're like, oh, sorry, excuse me.
That's the one, that was the one.
Yeah. But it happened when Scarface Shine at the Western around the corner from the
he got took a few times.
And
he was the insurance, doing the insurance.
And that guy used
collecting insurance money.
And he went upstairs for a dinner. Ronnie, who had the chippy at the top of Condor Street. Remember him? He was cooking in there then. And I was upstairs, and Glyn come for a dinner. So I said to him, "You all right? Do you want me to see you outside, our kid?" He went, "Oh, shut up, man. What's the matter with you? Like, you can protect me. Yeah, like you can protect me." I said, "It's not that I can protect you, Glyn. It's just that I just know everyone and you don't know anyone. To them, you're just a Jimmy, you know what I mean? But to me, you're my big brother." You know, I said, so I walked you outside. He went, "Shut up, man." Anyway, I thought, "You're all right. See you later." All of a sudden, he's going down the stairs now to go out with this food that he's just bought. And all of a sudden, the lights just went off and I heard that going, "Ronnie!" And he come running back. He went, "Oh, they're going to rob me, man. They're going to rob me." The lights went out. I said, "I told you, let me see you go downstairs." I said, "I told you." I said, "If you would have walked out with me."
I never ever seen like that, me. I never went through anything like that.
No, I never.
Never.
It's just that now and again, if it like.
Because we was the edge.
Never happened to me in the Reno, but because I was a white girl going out with black guys, you know what I mean? I'd go in the blues, and it was more black girls in the blues than the Reno. It was pure mixed race in the Reno, you know what I mean? So I'd go in the blues and you know, I'd be dancing, and sometimes you'd knock a drink out of somebody's hand by mistake, you know. And the black girls would be like, that was a double, you better buy that. I didn't realise I was a cocky white girl myself, you know what I mean? I said, "Me buy you back." I said, "You should be so lucky. Accidents happen, you know what I mean? And then they'd want to kill me, you know." And I'm like,
I suppose I think why I had this thing with the mixed races, because I come from Brogan, is blacks. And then in Birmingham, they don't like whites.
No, they don't.
No, Birmingham.
I wasn't allowed in the blues in the 70s in Birmingham because I was white.
Handsworth.
Green girls.
Handsworth.
White man. Oh, they did not deal with white people.
No.
So when I come to Manchester, because I came Manchester on the run.
Oh, you got to tell me why you was on the run.
I was on the run from Birmingham, love.
She was just one of them.
She was running from everybody.
I was running from the local authorities. They put me in care, you see. Because they used to put me way out in the countryside, you see.
Was that place in Wally Range for the girls?
No, that was that was the punishment. I was in there when I was.
Linda went there, man.
I was when I was 6 months
pregnant. Was it Alder House or something?
Alder House and Burford.
They tried to put me in Risley when I was 14.
Why?
Because I was a A-class thief in Birmingham. From young, I was a A-class.
So she's always got young. Yeah.
No, I was from a teenager.
Right.
They put me in care 15.
15.
So you'd had a mum and dad. But you went ahead.
My father died a long time, and my mum went to America, and she never come back.
Oh right. When you was 15.
I got 3 years of proof school.
I never saw. You see, I was a road urchin.
Oh yeah.
I was in charge of myself.
Yeah.
You understand?
And it's just you, no brothers or sisters.
Oh yeah. But you know, My brothers is with his mates and my sisters.
I think
Yeah,
them
doing their
days
own
you just
thing,
knew
yeah.
what to do.
You know,
no
so-
one had to tell us what
so
to do.
you-
We just grew up like that.
So,
didn't
you
we?
know,
we
I
had
used
to
to,
Get by.
I used to rob and I was a
to survive.
A class thief.
Yeah.
Anywhere, burgle anything, you know. That was me. Living tomboy. Living tomboy, I'm telling you.
Wow.
I know, I tell you, I
Well,
can't
she's always
climb.
been little and
You
young
know,
looking.
but
She used to get through the tiny windows like that.
Yeah.
I should, yeah, no, it's
She
good.
knows.
No, I'm telling
You
you.
don't know.
So anyway, the last place I went to this Blues in Handsworth,
Right.
where we always have the big dance them
Mm.
across from the prison. So me sneak out from the home, then put me in. We out in the country, you know,
Right.
and get taxi and come down here. And then they are dance, you know. So now it's morning, I better get back. When we get the taxi to go back, it's fog. Taxi man don't know where the hell him going.
Mm.
He couldn't take me back. Because he don't know where I'm
You
going.
couldn't take it back to the home.
To the home because
In
fog.
In
Yeah.
Birmingham.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
'cause
remember
the
that
place
fog when we
was
were
always foggy.
Yeah.
You know? So I
It
said
was
to him,
like,
I said to him, oh, just take me back to the police
Like country,
station.
wasn't it? So
He took me
fun.
back to the police station. I said, oh, I'm in Charlemagne, I just can't get home. So if they
The
take me
police
back.
looking.
So they moved me from there and put me in one in West Bromwich. Where them put me? The very top of the attic with fire escape. When I gone to bed, me gonna party. So one day,
That's
the
what I
girl
used
who
to
was
do.
living there, she says, oh, Shirley, let's buy Auntie. That's what them want you call her, Aunt. Let's buy Auntie a Mother's Day card. I said, take a good look at me.
Uh-huh.
I'm black. I know who my mother is. I
Yeah.
don't need another mother. And I left that there and I never go back. And this is when I started on the road. And then when I meet some Manchester girl, then we met them.
Mm.
And I jump the train and come to Manchester. Don't know nothing, you know. Right outside Art Blagger, 1976.
Wow.
Yeah. And that's how me come to Manchester.
Mm.
And them police them man look for me. Yeah, man. But
Yeah.
don't know, but I like Manchester when I came. I
I
thought
just
it
like
was,
to go out and
it was
dance.
nice when I
didn't we?
came.
That's
You
all we
saw
wanted
meet
to do.
people, and I was
Mm.
living with one of the girl that came with her parents and mum.
70s was brilliant
Yeah.
because we
Yeah.
didn't start the kids.
Manchester always,
Yeah.
always
Oh,
have
the
people.
70s
Don't
was
leave you
brilliant.
on the street.
Well, I had my
People would
Amanda
put you
there.
up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Them days, people would put you
Yeah,
up.
you'd sleep in your mate's bed and,
Strange.
or you'd sleep on the side.
No, because I didn't really know them.
No.
It's just because we had some experience. Because them time them man want to rape you off and then so we go out one party dance 1 year, 1 year down there, and
This
the
is
man.
Handsworth.
This is in here,
Yeah.
but this was up in Peribal. This club we always used to go.
Mm.
And them days the man them if you know lucky want to rape you off, you see.
Wow.
So enough women had to run on this particular night. All of we had to run. Everybody run and split up. Once me say run him head and we are run and jump in a one gun, hide behind the bush and stay there and hear them a run past, you know.
Wanted to rape you.
Of course them running to rape you. Yes.
Them days that do, but boys
Yes.
used to do a lot of
Rape you, man. Rape.
gang banging and things like that.
Yes.
Yeah, there was a lot of.
I can name a lot of guys who was into that, but obviously I'm not going to name
No,
nobody.
but yeah.
I mean, personally, it never happened to me, thank God.
Well, they
for
used to
that.
drop the pills
But
and the
they
drinks
do it,
of
but
girls
they
Them
drinking.
do
do,
it.
them was
Yeah.
rapists.
Yeah,
man. A lot of
some
guys
of
them
them
days
boys
were
was
rapists.
disgusting.
Gang
Stop.
rapes. There was gang
They were
rapes.
Yeah.
disgusting,
Mhm.
disgusting.
But you see, when
Yeah.
you run for your life, love,
Yeah.
I know if you hide and all
Yeah.
them things, they, you, them,
And then would you go back to the club?
to the club. Man, now wait till them clear off so we can walk all the way back Handsworth. Me and my friend and I try to find the rest of them.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, Handsworth and Winston Green was just like Fallowfield and Moss Side, really.
Yeah.
It was that much distance because I used to go to
Mm-hmm.
Winston
Winston
Green a
Green.
lot, man,
Yeah.
because that's where Pretty was from.
Well, I used to throw my clothes over
And it
the
was facing
backyard
the prison
door.
she was brought up.
I used
Right,
to-
the jail was there.
Yeah,
There was
yeah.
that-
Yeah.
man.
And that's why we used to go to that pub. That's right in the centre
the
of the
pub,
pub.
yeah.
Yeah. That's the pub we used to
Yeah.
have all the big dance them down
And
there.
I used to
And those are
sleep
the
out.
times black man don't like
Mm.
white woman.
Yeah.
You see, the only time you find a black man with a white
it was
woman,
black girls
it
that
was
didn't like the white.
pimping.
Yeah.
When them was pimping,
Yeah,
black man in Birmingham,
Yeah.
especially up Small Heat and all them places.
Mm.
That's the only time you really see black man with white one when them was pimping them.
Yeah.
Wow.
But come to Answorth, you'll be lucky if you see any white woman. I come anywhere.
No, he wasn't allowed because
You
me and
don't
Marie
see the guy go mix with
Millicent
white.
and Teresa
So
and
when
all
I
that
come
lot,
up here and
and
see
then-
everybody mix up,
We
it's
wasn't
fine with me
allowed,
because
yeah.
I'm a person who don't watch colour.
Yeah.
But that's how it was in Birmingham.
Wow, I
Yeah.
didn't
So
know
this
that.
is why I said to you,
Some
when I
areas
go
is
to
like-
They
the
called us
this is what-
gringos, this
yeah,
and them
this is why
gringos
when I
and
come
all
first
that,
started to go to the Reno, although
Yeah.
I see them and that, I didn't really know too much.
Mm,
Of course, people tell you the truth. You know, you meet so much, you
Yeah.
go along, but you
yeah.
still have your own friends also.
Yeah.
White, blacks,
Yeah.
mostly. So when I saw I go to the Reno, this is why it was such a novelty. I couldn't believe it. Woo!
Yeah.
And then they handsome looking, it's like candy store to me. I was like this, that's why I love the Reno. I love the Reno gone to bed. And the
Yeah.
music though. I
Yeah.
could have danced all
Yeah,
night.
we
did
And
dance all
that
night.
was the greatest
God,
thing.
we all thought we were
Every
Ginger
tune
Rogers.
them
Myra tried to describe the atmosphere of the Reno.
Oh, the atmosphere of the Reno, it was like a family.
Yeah.
We were just so happy to see one another. Even
Happy
though we'd
because
seen
we
one
all
another.
We all grew up together.
Yes,
you see.
right.
And we're all gonna
Yeah.
be
Most of
dancing.
us all grew up
And
together.
the whole thing of it, you see, everybody who go in the Reno, even if you can't dance, you are dance.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and not only that, like,
And nobody was watching whether you
Yeah.
can dance or
Yeah,
can't dance.
yeah.
Because everybody was
'cause I
having a
can't
good
dance, but I
time.
like to dance. I
But
still
so
do
everybody,
me
the floor in the Reno was full. And even
Yeah.
though people stand around, and no matter where you were dancing, even in the cage you were dancing.
Yeah.
So you didn't
Anyway.
need to be specifically, but the point was when you go down the Reno, you know you were going to get
Dance,
a wicked
no,
night
no,
because you're going to
relaxing
dance
day.
your night.
Yeah.
It was like
Find a
amazing.
man, find a woman, but you're going to enjoy yourself. And
Yeah.
that was it. You
But
really did.
even though Sobers was my man and Sobers was there and I'd dance with Sobers, if there was another guy on the dance floor, because the guys used to just come on the dance floor, you just go in front of him and start dancing because they were your mates, man, and nobody
You know, then,
cared.
yeah, everybody knew
You know what I mean?
everybody.
I mean, Sobers had danced with a couple of my mates, as long as it wasn't a close one.
No,
Look at her
As long as it wasn't a close
I
one.
used to get
It was a
upset
close
if we couldn't
one,
get down
though.
the Reno. I'd get really
Yeah, I
upset, man.
damn, I've been locked out one bastard.
Banging the door, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Banging the
That's
door.
it.
And now and again you'd let it.
Now and then if I'm not good there,
Yeah.
I'll get round the back, but is that?
Yeah, get round the back.
Yeah.
Come round through the little
Run with the
kiosk.
ears, you know.
Come round the back.
Get downstairs, I've got to get in that
Well, in
Reno.
the 70s, you used to sell African food, you know, the Gary and all that lot.
Yeah.
Remember, David?
Yeah.
The Gary.
Remember-
You see West Indian food as well, but it was mainly a lot of African food with the Gary and the
Yeah.
brown rice and all that. Like, you could go and buy it.
You had a little shine, didn't you?
Yeah.
That was next door, the Shine's
Yeah.
Cafe.
You remember that black, you remember that
The
African
Patsy
guy
shop.
that always was outside Shorty food shop with him table and him dice?
And his
And the
white-
cops, remember
Catch the
him?
white lady.
Yeah.
Catch the white one.
When the dice is, and him go so and then
No, there was
people
white
pay.
circles and you should draw them.
No, he had the cups. He
Yeah.
used to
Oh,
put
yeah,
that
the cup
one.
ones, yeah.
He put
yeah,
something
yeah.
under the cup and then
Yeah.
him stir it up and then
Yeah.
put your money
Yeah.
and choose a cup and be loose.
He'd let you win at first.
And
Yeah,
then
let
he'd
you win at
suck
first.
you.
What was it called?
Suck you in. I don't remember his name,
Somebody
but I remember him
will know.
really
Somebody
good.
will know the names.
There was the one what used to have the black like circles
Yeah.
and you used to chalk on one.
Yeah.
And he used to switch on the black
Right, one of them.
circles.
Is
Yeah.
that the same guy doing
He
it?
probably was.
Yeah, because that was his.
Mm.
Because he was there with his table.
Yeah, yeah.
He was the only
Yeah.
one I remember
Right outside the
doing
Reno.
that
He did it
with the
for
tables
years.
for
Right
years.
outside the Reno,
Yeah, the African man.
David, you try and describe the atmosphere in the Reno. Just try and describe what it felt like.
Oh, just fantastic. If you didn't go down the Reno after a night
Listen,
up in
we'd
town,
wear our best clothes.
you know what I mean? You did?
I'd buy a £300 dress
Yeah.
and a £200 pair of shoes when I was on farm to go in the Reno.
Well, I'd go down like
And
silly
just-
places like
Come-
cloisters.
Everybody would dress the same and
Everybody got to club,
Genevieve's-
dress up and come back.
Yeah. so we
Genevieve's
used to
cloisters,
dress
gallery.
and then the
Then the
gallery.
Reno
I used to like the
gallery.
I
gallery.
used to love the gallery.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Roofy used to be the DJ.
You
in
just
the
had to
gallery.
be down the Reno because that
No
was
matter
the
where you were,
essential.
Never White
No
Steve
matter
with the
where
black
you
hair.
were,
Never White Steve with the black hair. He was with oh, what was she called? She was there the other day in Alec Park. I'm terrible. Trudy. Forgive me for forgetting you. Trudy was with Trudy. Remember White Steve? Stevie Truddy was with.
No, Steve Roofing.
Roofy was with Truddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Truddy, yeah.
Well, he used to play in this club called the Galaxy.
Gallery.
Galaxy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a tune, Galaxy.
Yeah. He used to be the DJ down there. We had some top nights there.
Gallery was
That's
great.
when Chips tried to go in my hand back.
Was that was trying to be a second Reno, I think, the gallery.
Yeah.
It was great because after that everybody burned to the Reno.
Yeah.
No matter where you were,
Yeah.
get to that Reno before 2 o'clock.
And then after that, everyone started going to a place called the Hacienda because then the ecstasy kicked in then and everyone wanted to
Rave.
The rave scene was
The
brilliant.
rave scene was
I was on that and all.
Same as.
We were
But
on
them
that.
days, a knee was a knee. You didn't have to take a full and it was called doves.
Yes.
You only took half. And you was racing, man, all night long.
We used to
And you'd wake up in the morning, you was still on one.
dancing. You have to put on music because you're still hyper and you could still dance.
He danced to
We
the washing
used
machine.
to go Thunderdome.
I used to dance on
Hey,
broken
we-
glass.
We used to go to Thunderdome at finish 2
Thunderdome.
and head to Bradford. I mean, the club in Bradford till 10 in the morning.
10 in the morning.
I dance up in Bradford and drive back and we still
That's
a
all
dance
we
and
ever
come down
wanted to
the
do, that.
highway.
That's
That
all
was
I wanted to do
was
was.
dance.
I swear I should have been a dancer.
No,
I should have been a dancer.
that was
Because that's all I wanted to do.
and that was the thing.
Instead of
For the
turning a
Reno,
villain, I should have
you
been a
go in
dancer.
Reno,
Well, I could have been the
either
second
to
friend.
look a man, you go
Yeah.
in Reno either to look a man,
Twinkle toes.
but you go into the Reno to dance
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
you're going to have a good night. And that was the thing about the
I don't think there was a
Simple as
record I
anything.
ever sat down to.
too.
I don't think I even sat on a chair. Well, maybe just to build a split, I might have just sat down.
Yeah, but we never really
If you
sat
went to
down.
the bar,
We were dancing.
you go to the bar, wouldn't you? And a tune would come
tune
on,
would
and you was
come
waiting
on.
for your drinks.
You'd have to run to the spot where
And,
you was
and you shout to Cooley, rewind! Rewind!
Yeah. Rewind. No, that was true. If a tune hit you, man, it'd be a rewind. But it would
Especially your favourite, come on.
Yeah. He wouldn't rewind
That
it
tune
more than
I was
twice.
talking is by
Yeah,
Tashan
Yeah.
called Read My Mind. Remember?
Yeah.
Read my mind.
Yeah.
Read
Tasha.
time
Yeah.
my mind my time. Hopefully, girl,
I'll
you
play it
can
when we put your
read
video
my
up.
mind.
Yeah.
Well, that was my heroin song.
Right.
Because every time the tune came on, it's like I was hypnotized to look at them.
Yeah.
And they were spaced out, but this tune just seemed to take them somewhere else too.
Yeah.
So that's how I associate that record, because
when everyone's
when the heroin was coming in,
when
so
heroin
did this
was
tune,
Yeah.
and these were on it.
Yeah.
And I was watching it because I wasn't into no hard drugs then, you see.
No.
So it was amazing to me
Yeah.
to see
I remember
people
watching
on
it.
heroin.
I remember
Do
watching
you understand me?
Yeah.
So that is why this tune,
I did.
Tashan, I love it.
I remember watching him taking the heroin on a
No, watching them take it. I didn't watch them take it.
Take
just-
it, just
just watching them thinking,
in the
oh,
club.
what happened?
And when that
yeah,
when that song,
Yeah.
and because the song goes doo, doo, like
But
a
the
musical
trouble is
but
you
away.
think you still
And when you
look
look at them,
alright.
but when you look at them, they're like this.
Yeah.
And they're dancing, and I'm
Yeah.
stood over there, and
It's
I'm
the
staring
gouchy
at
now
them, you
for the
see.
time.
And I'm staring at them
Yeah.
because in my mind, heroin, it's new to me, you see, so I don't know nothing about it.
Yeah.
But they're taking heroin, they've had the heroin, and this is how they are now after the heroin.
Wow.
So I'm seeing this, and it's all new to me.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, wow, and then this tune comes on,
Yeah.
it freaks me because they're freaking me. But just, and so that's why that tune, I always say to Myra, as my heroin tune.
Yeah.
And that's why I love that tune, because it used to make me feel sad.
Only the Reno. Don't.
It shall go down in history.
Hey,
That's why I
Never
love
in
That's
a
why I'm so glad that
lifetime.
this is happening.
This is why we're doing this.
Because it's a wake-up call. It's woke us all up to our fantastic.
Yeah.
All right, we had a bad time, but my God, we had some.
A great time.
No, we had so.
It started
The
off
70s was definitely the
Everybody
best.
keeps saying about it being a family near every interview.
No, honestly.
It is.
Listen, when we went down there, like I said before, we spent 15, 20 minutes saying hi to everybody
Yeah, it's
before
true.
you even hit the bar,
Christmas
before
and
you
New
even
Year.
got your place.
You
'Cause
can't even get it to the bar.
I used to
Sometimes.
love going.
Do you like my
going
jacket?
in
It
the
cost me
corner.
160 quid.
Yeah.
That was a 40 fortune, didn't it?
Yeah.
160.
No, because people would say, I love them shoes, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Instead of saying, oh, thanks, I'd say, oh, they cost me 300. You're not even asking me the price, but...
Remember when kickers
And
come in?
when the
kickers.
girls used to sit there
I
like
bought
that
all the
with
colours,
the prices
so
on
I
the
used
shoes.
to mix.
Remember?
Oh,
When the girls
those
used to
days.
sit there with the prices on the shoes. like that.
Never.
So what are you talking about, Mama?
You cheap
With the
bitch.
prices on the shoes.
I had about 4 pairs of different coloured kickers, and I used to wear probably a green one on this one and a red one on that one.
Yeah.
Or that, different, you know what I mean, yellow
tell you,
ones.
Cut it style.
Yeah.
We used
No,
to wear expensive clothes.
Oh yeah,
we
but
used
you
to
could
wear-
walk down
we
there
used
looking
to-
like a tramp.
We
No,
used
could
to.
you
I mean,
No, you could pick that as your style to be a total tramp.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
You know, like a,
But
like
the
a
theme of the
grunge
Reno, everybody, all the men,
And
they
if
in a
we have
suit, you know.
If we had that
In a
gold,
suit.
Yeah, because some days everyone...
if we had that gold, we had 10 days.
They look
We
gorgeous.
can
man.
live in
I
it.
don't remember him being in
So remember the guys used to be in suits.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Reno,
suits, yeah.
dress, stoosh.
My
Let me tell you
soldiers
when we
used to
come
wear
down
suits.
there.
He'd never wear jeans in the
Yes,
70s.
Barrington, a
Oh,
big tall,
Barrington.
Slims,
Barrington.
tall boy, all in suits.
Squire.
Squire, all them man, they dress up
These are
top notch.
full
And then
black
all the
guys.
women then that
Yeah.
they
Yeah,
had
I'm thinking
dressed
of the,
up.
I'm thinking of the
Yeah.
Outcast guys. They were all in jeans, weren't they?
Yeah.
Well, some
You jeans
Some
count.
some used to
of
wear
There was jeans
shirts.
more.
Some of them used to wear
From the
shirts and
co-op,
nice,
man.
nice
Our jeans used to
trousers.
come from the co-op. Our first jeans was Wranglers, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Wrangler.
Mm.
I used to love Wrangler.
No,
I
but
always
you know,
used to
some
be
of
dressed in
some of
jean
them,
suits.
ain't it? No,
as well.
some of those half-caste boys them
They
did
dress
dress.
to wear suits.
Them
They did
dress up
corset
girls.
dress.
Don't
Because
remember
when
them
I
wearing
because
suits.
not all of them, but you know, even if they had on a nice shirt and a nice, but the
Yeah.
thing with the Reno, early Reno,
Everyone dressed
everybody
up. to go.
dressed up.
We used
But
to
at
go,
night you dressed up because you're going to have a
In the
good
week,
night.
everyone was casual.
In
but
jeans
like
and
Saturday,
that, but
Saturday,
weekend.
remember
everyone used to
Oasis?
Friday, Saturday.
Oasis.
Oasis. You could
Oh,
get
yeah.
some nice gear from Oasis.
Yeah.
as
Well,
you
me
know.
and Marcus
Oasis.
Lane, me and Marcus Lane, every day me and Marcus Lane would meet on Oasis. I'd swear the time me and Marcus
I bought a
Lane
couple of Rizzler
come out of,
belts. Rizzler.
Oasis, our bloody outbags would be full. Me and Marcus.
Shoplifting.
yeah.
Shop, we used to be top shop.
I used to go down,
shoplifters,
you remember,
top
Underground Market,
Mm.
when they have the long leather coat.
Yeah.
Oh, the long levers was massive, wasn't it?
And after walk
Everybody
up
had
this-
the long leather.
Hey,
Everyone
and I roll up the coat, crutch it, a nice grey leather, you know. And I have to walk up the stairs to get outside at the top where, you know, where all the shops is.
Mm.
And walk out there to come out of the shop them.
Yeah.
Man, may I tell you, we used to have a part. Kids off to school in the morning,
Mm.
mothers shopping day.
Shoplifting.
Catch
day.
the train and we're gone
Yeah.
anywhere and everywhere. Shop till
I used
time
to go with
everybody
Mushy
run
out
back.
of town.
Sort
me and
out
Mushy.
somebody.
I see Mushy a lot, you know.
Yeah, we used to go
Yeah,
Mushy.
Mushy.
Mushy because in the
I see him a lot. He lives only up the road, here.
Because
Mushy, he's a know. He used to dress up good too.
Our shops was called boutiques them days.
Yeah,
They were Chelsea girl.
Yeah. So it's not. No, you
Remember
know,
the bus stop?
Remember
Bus
bus
stop,
stop? I
yeah,
love
yeah.
that shop.
Yeah.
And me and him would go out of town, and we knew that say that something like 4:45 to be counting the money. But they used to have till bags them days. So
Yeah.
they'd put the till, and I'd walk in dressed up to the nines with money in my pocket, ready to buy. But I might have bought a jumper or something, but I'd try on loads of clothes. He'd be around there getting the till bag. And he'd say, right, babes, I'm just going to go and park the car somewhere else, you know what I mean? I won't be a minute. Say, all right. Because he'd be gone with the money. I haven't got the money on me. I don't know what's going on, you know what I mean? So, and them days they didn't have the CCTV
yeah.
Yeah, I
cameras.
didn't have seats.
So they couldn't prove what
Yeah.
that he'd spoke to me and I spoke to them if we ever got
Yeah,
caught.
yeah.
But we never did, you know what I mean? And he used to get off and I used to say, I'll buy this and I'll buy it. But she's doing it on the till because she knows she's already written that up anyway. He used to walk out with like 4 or 5 bags full of notes and change and everything. Honestly, God.
Must take nerves to steal though.
Do you know,
it's
I
easy.
swear.
It's so
No,
easy.
listen to this. When I lived in London, this girl got hold of me, yeah? An older woman to me. And she used to do hotel creeping. Well, them days they didn't have the keys and all things like that. And I was only built like that when I was 18, because I went to London in 74. I was 18. I was only built like that. And I had guts like steel, man. I swear to God, I'd do anything, you know what I mean? I don't care. Anyway, this girl turned around and said, well, I did care. It's not that I don't care. I care. Anyway, we used to do this hotel creeping. So then days used to leave the doors open. I'd be on my own falls. The people would be fast asleep in bed, you know.
Okay.
But you always knew the money and the jewellery would always be on the side, innit?
Yeah.
If not, then you have to go to the wardrobe. But 9 times out of 10, it was right beside the bed. They'd be snoring away. I'll be on my hands and knees, and I'd be feeling like this in the pitch black, you know. And I'd, the wallet, yeah.
Oh no.
The watch, the chain, and then I'd creep back out on my hands and knees, and sometimes you'd go in, I've lost the lighter. Sometimes you'd go in and the room would be empty, but your adrenaline would be going that much. You'd realise the room was empty. One day, once a guy woke up, and I'm on my hands and knees, just going in. Remember the light shining in the hallway, you know. So I'm just going in on my hands and knees, and also he went, "Who's that?" And I jumped up and I went, "Oh, I'm awfully sorry, sir. It's just a chambermaid. They told me this room was empty, vacant." And I was just coming in to make the bed. Sorry. Shut the door and then go on the next floor and do it all over again. I tell you, when they changed that hotel, because that was when you didn't have no bathrooms in your room like you do today, en suite and things like that. You had to share. We used to put, they must have found about 100 wallets in every single system, in the toilets, on the floor, I tell you. Yeah, and it was only in the morning they found out they'd been robbed, yeah. God knows what happened to the hotel.
If we had the same ton what we had back in them days, because gold now is worth £1 a leg, isn't it? Now,
yeah.
And we had
I had a pair of diamond earrings. These diamond earrings cost £2,000 in 74.
Wow.
Sobers bought me from this shop which called Parade Street, right facing Paddington Hospital. But it was second-hand jewellery. But that second-hand jewellery was like from the 40s and things like that.
Red gold, wasn't it?
Red gold.
Yeah.
And I had these diamond earrings. Yeah. And I'll never forget. Annette's sister started on me one day. Faye, she started on me one day. Yeah. And we had a fight, and she sat on me, and I lost one of the earrings, and me and Sobers went back, but we couldn't find it on the grass. She kicked me ass, man. She beat me up, you know.
Big girl, man.
Yeah.
Girl.
Right.
Yeah. Big girl, yeah, that was Annette's big sister, yeah. Beat me up, man. She didn't beat me up, she just sat on me.
She's a laugh.
She just sat on me, and that was it.
Isn't it, Faye?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I used to get on with Faye. But
I got on very good with her.
I seen the people, man, she was dangerous, man, you know what I mean? Lunatic.
Oh, I think everybody wants them days. My main person was Paula. Oh my
Called English.
Yeah, everyone knew about me and Paula English, wasn't it? God, we went full length of the Nile, full length of the Reno, full length of the Western. Every time she seen me, she wanted to kill me because I was with Sobers.
I was that his ex or something.
Yeah, well, he's got
No, he's
Oh,
got
is that-
children with Paula, yeah.
Right.
She's my baby mother now. We're all right now. We're
Right.
She was at the Christmas party, wasn't she?
Yeah, she comes to my house often. She was there the other night. I love her now. Yeah. But, you know, that's what this is what I'm saying, you know, like when we were younger, you know, like some girls, we, you know, used to have a man and he'd have a woman here and a woman there, and
That was man.
that was
That's
man.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and nearly every one of them had at least
Woman.
2 women.
Yeah.
Maybe 3 if you were a lucky bugger or a good looking bugger, you know what I mean? Yeah. So we just had to live with it in the end because I wanted him, she wanted him.
Oh.
Yeah, but we used to fight. But Sobers had never, he'd always claim me because I was his girl. You know? I was his girl. So he'd always claim me, but he'd say, "No, I'm not with Paula, no, man, no, me, not me, not her." And then when she had the
About
first
4
child
kids.
to him, his son, I said, all he needs is a beard and a spliff. And he's you. That's all he needed was a beard and a spliff. Yeah. I met him when he was 6 weeks old. And I love him. And yeah, he's my boy. They're my kids now. No one can tell me no different. Yeah.
I get on with it.
So
great,
it's
like
funny
this.
how
like
life-
family,
yeah.
with family, really.
But we are. Of course we are. Of course we are.
Yeah, because they grew up with my kids too.
Yeah.
Yeah, my kids and they
Yeah.
used to always run for them house because I
Shirley's
used to live around the
kids.
corner.
Shirley done it. No matter what she
They
went
call me
through,
Uncle
you know,
David,
she
actually,
went-
didn't
yeah,
they?
yeah.
Huh?
She
I
went
don't
through
like
a
them.
lot, Shirley, but let me tell you something. She's raised 4 children and she's raised them absolutely brilliant.
Oh.
They're
Yeah,
all
you're
good kids.
girls,
They're
yeah.
all good kids. They're all good kids, yeah. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
them, I got 2 university.
Have you?
One graduate Manchester University, Business
Yeah.
and Finance.
So good things do
And,
come out
and
of
the
my
last
side.
one, she graduated FMU,
Yeah.
Florida Medical University
Yeah.
with a degree.
Wow.
Well, I've done well with my daughters. Look at Sharon, she's
Yeah.
a mega man. She's got a
She's
shop,
got her
in
own business.
home
she's,
business,
Yeah, she's
all on the
brilliant.
edge.
Half her own is a
All
little
the
bit
edge.
irated, the middle one.
She got her own shop called
Yeah.
Runway.
Doing
And-
what does
And
she sell?
Tara's become a
Oh,
mother.
you name it. You know, like
She's a
footballers'
woman.
wives. She deals with footballers' wives
Oh,
and big,
Oh,
rich people.
in Cheshire.
You want to
darling.
see her shop, man?
Wow.
Gorgeous. Runway's
Wow.
called.
Yeah.
And she
Yeah.
got a.
She lives in a barn
a
that's,
barn
that's been
converted.
converted.
Does she?
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
And Fiona, she's an estate agent, and she's
Mm.
got her own little cleaning business as well.
Wow.
And I said, "Oh, how much do you charge to clean a flat?" She says, 140 quid. I says, 140 quid? No, I'm doing my own. And Sarah, she's in London. Working
She's
in
just
little
become a
shops.
mother.
No, she's not. She's 5 now. Azra's 5.
But
She'll be
she's
5
playing
now.
mommy, you know.
No, she's working in a shop. Azra's at school now.
My last one in Florida,
Yeah.
she worked for a lawyer's firm for the government,
Yeah.
for like Social Security.
Yeah.
Friday.
Well, my one and only turned out like me. The biggest hustler in town. They talk about Bonnie and Clyde. And me and Sobers have been Bonnie and Clyde for years.
I tried to
my thing with me though, with what me deal with my business,
Yeah.
with me going on with me wrongs.
Mm.
Me go with me wrongs here. See the screen here for the kids.
Yeah.
My kids don't know what me really going on with.
Well,
Yeah.
they will when they watch this video.
No, but you've not hid nothing from it.
No,
You've
me
told
tell
them
me
everything.
tell you, listen, me tell
There's
you.
nothing
you
you put
say-
on that camera that
I
they don't
mean,
know.
you see, how I look at it.
Because we've got
your
to
life
realise
is wild.
when we was going through it, our kids was going through it with us.
Yeah.
Well said. Matt.
Yes,
Yeah.
there was,
You know,
and
so-
you know what the thing though is the thing was, I said to my lot them, let me tell you one thing. I run street, not one. When you don't walk my road,
Yeah.
find your own road
Yeah.
and do better than what you see me do.
Yeah.
So my thing was, I can run go my side anytime and go on with myself, but they can't come. Because they're not running. I don't want them to be in where they're in with
Yeah.
running with people, running and
Did
head
they
up
want
gangsters.
to do it?
No,
No, they
because they're
didn't.
they're
No.
not like that. You see,
No.
because you see, I suppose it's as you
They have
say,
their head on
it's
shoulders
your
and they kept
foundation. At the end of the day, it all boils down to foundation from your
If the
from them
foundation
young,
isn't strong.
from them young and that. Them had I have rules, and rules is wait
Mind you, I'm
kids.
contradicting myself there because my parents brought us up to the best of ability and look at me now, David.
No, I mean look at my
Sorry, I'm
daughter
just
best
going
too
to,
as well. But you know the point is
Yes.
I chose the road I walk because
We all-
I had the time I can choose the road, but I want them to choose. Not I always say to them, take a look at me, tell yourself you don't want to be like me. You want to be better
And what
than
did
me.
they say when you say that?
Well, when my daughter says no, I don't want to be like you, and I tell her,
Yeah.
great.
I'm my own person.
I said to her, great, that's what I want to hear. Because anybody you want to be, but make sure before anything that you do, make sure you like it. Because if you like it, you will stick to it. If you go and take a subject you don't like, you will not listen and do nothing and get yourself ahead. And you see my kids when they come from school, they have to take off clothes, they have chores to do, homework to do before they can go and be a child. I don't believe in kids coming from school and go out and play. I don't believe in it. Because they play enough in school. There must be a time when you have to sit down and learn something. You see, I didn't take up my school studies, and that's my thing. So therefore, I don't want them
it
to be
bothers
like
you.
me. It bothers me.
Yeah.
So I don't want that. So therefore, I make sure I implement, and none of them is going to be like me.
Yeah.
So therefore, it sounds to me like you're a very there mother, though.
Huh?
She was there. Oh, she never left her
Don't get
kids
me
with
wrong,
nobody.
don't
She
me go
was.
on. Everybody fix up, kids never hungry.
Yeah.
One thing, and one thing, if me don't want to cook,
Always
then
say.
go around to Myra and Sobas, because them always cook.
Yeah.
You see, they was very welcoming.
Yeah.
My last daughter loved Sobas.
Yeah.
So till she was in Jamaica, I never tell you this, she was in Jamaica and her dad came. You know, sometimes you look at a person, you see one person, and you look again, you see another person. Does that ever happen to you?
Yeah.
That must be what happened to her. Her dad came, she looked at him, she said, Sobers! And she went and hugged up Sobers. When she realised it was her dad, she looked at him and she walked off.
Because he looked so.
No, it's not that him look like Sobers. Sometimes a picture of a person just makes you think it's that person.
Yes, yeah.
Your mind
I'm with
tell
you,
you,
yeah.
say, and
It's
when
the
you look,
feelings,
Yeah.
yeah. Feelings is towards sober.
do you understand me? Because Sobers is out, in it, Sobers and Shade. Shade was always for Sobers.
Yeah.
From
yeah, he was.
5 and
He
she's
was. She
always
was.
been
I
for
mean, she
Sobers.
was, yeah.
And she used to love go around because she could go and do Myra
That
here. When
Myra.
so when she want go around, then go around. But they've always been around.
Yeah.
Myra and
Because like we said, we've
Sobers.
been friends for
Well, you
40
watched them
years.
grow up, haven't you? Like,
Yeah,
oh,
watched
it's-
them.
We've grown up together.
Together. Yeah.
Me, her, and then.
But you see,
Her, all of us all grew up together.
because and then you see, although me doing me wrongs in my mind, is it's a different world when they grow to what we are in.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a different time, and their time they need to have all these paperwork behind them. So my thing, no care what me going on with myself, you
It's
better
not
get that
your
paperwork.
kids.
You now get away.
Yeah.
I don't make them get away. But if you came to my house, what's my house like? A happy home, no?
Yeah.
Music, and we're all in there. My kids, everybody, you know how much kids come and stay at the house and it's a party? Every
But
weekend,
once it's
everybody.
bedtime and it's homework
Everybody
time.
have them time.
Yeah.
Youngest one to bed, 7. The next one, 8. And the eldest one, 9. Everybody forget them 8 hours sleep. Nobody can. And that's all. And that's all them is. And that's all them is.
Yeah.
And you see, he does it with his own kids now. I said to him, when you have your kid, don't make your kids stay up with you, because you have to have time for you and your wife.
Yeah.
Because if you have a kid around all the time, you don't have no time, and this is where stress comes in.
That's where
They
it's
must
big
go to
people
bed.
time, yeah. Because
This
these
is why
kids
I have
today,
my
they hear
time.
too much. They're too rude. They ain't got an ounce of respect
Well, it's
on
just
like
that
us.
times is
It's like
No,
me.
but you see, even
It's
though
like me
times
with
is
Mandy and
different,
Susie's
you
mum.
can still grow your child
Yeah.
to
I still call her Mrs. Price.
aware.
So tell me, going back to the Reno.
Yeah, sorry.
right, yeah. Tell me your last memory of the Reno. The last time you ever went in, David.
I was
Did
a
we
wreck.
go back after that?
Go on.
Well, I wouldn't say a wreck,
No, we didn't.
but I was
No.
deep into the
It
game.
kind
Hold
of
on, David.
died after that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go on, David.
I was deep into the gear, and it was 1986, and that's when I got knocked down in the November of '86. I got knocked down in the November. Yeah, and I remember it was just before bombing night. Actually, I think it was the 3rd of November.
Yeah.
Bombing night's the 5th, and that was it. I was in plaster for like a good 10 months.
Yeah, 19.
And so I was bang at it, bang it. So when I did come out with plaster and everything like that, I was going crazy, robbing and burglaries and madness. So I got the 3 years.
Yeah.
Well, I ended up getting 3 years. Ended up doing getting the 3.5 years, because I actually did a runner on the actual day. I got the 3 years from the Manchester Crown Courts.
Right.
Gone.
Wow.
I just heard the judge say to me 3 years. That was me. I was gone. The dock. Whew, down Deansgate like the bolt.
Like you say, Bob.
I'm telling you, man. And I was out for 7 weeks, 4 days.
Yeah.
And
You
I
got caught that day when you're supposed to come out with
That's
me
right.
and
I got caught.
And I
He
gave
gave
him
me some money
to go and buy him
some
some,
shirt
sell
or
some
something.
clothes.
Yeah.
So he could come out with us that night.
So I went out
And he
shoplifting.
nicked
Fuck the fucking giving the
He
money.
didn't buy it.
I didn't buy it. I went to
Shoplifted it.
shoplifting. And I got caught in Debenhams, it was.
Now, if he would have bought the shirt with the money I give him,
And with me being on the run anyway, I got straightened back to got taken straight back to strange ways in a banana suit. That's what they call him them days. Banana suit. It's all yellow and striped down here and all that.
Because it was a
business.
runaway.
And it was on the list for about 3 months. It came out in 1990. The Reno was gone then. You know?
Yeah.
I think the Reno kind
So-
of died when the cheetah millers came down and mashed it up.
I was
I
in jail.
don't know.
I don't know.
Because we didn't go back that
No,
much.
it was the shit that mashed it up, man.
No.
And then
yes,
obviously-
people.
Tell me do you mean before Cheetah Mill came, the gear? Which comes first, the gear or Cheetah Mill?
The gear.
No, do you know Cheetah Mill came first?
Before the gear.
Yeah, that's when all the gang warfare started. No one was on really heavy drugs them days. No one was really on heavy drugs them days. And if anyone was touching it, it was dabbling in it. It wasn't.
They weren't noticeably.
No, them days is when everyone became sellers and everybody wanted everything that everybody else had. You know what I mean? They was talking about Turk.
Because
Because I swear, if anybody knows Diana Bonson's guy who she was with, he was Tony Cole's mate and all their mates.
Paul Collade.
It's Paul Collade.
Paul Collade. That's
It's
the
Paul
one.
Collade.
That's the one.
Paul, she was with Paul for
That's why I
years,
said
you know.
Diana
How
Bonson.
long?
Yeah,
Yes.
for a good few years. I don't know
Yeah.
how long, but she was with him a good
For
few years.
years. I met them when I came from
I don't know why
Yeah.
his name just popped into my head.
Yeah,
I
because
know,
he was the
that
one.
was
He used to dress good.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
that's why I
And
said.
he was a handsome guy.
He was
wasn't
handsome.
Shirley?
So what
He
was
was
you
a-
saying? Why are you saying him and Diana Bonson?
So, I don't know what made me to get onto that one then, but something just came up in my head.
I was
and I've lost
saying
it
which
again.
one comes first, the drugs or Cheetah
Yeah,
Mill?
right, that's
Yeah.
why I got onto
Yeah.
Diane's.
It's got to be
Paul.
the drugs.
That's why I got onto Paul.
It's
Because
the drugs.
They was all in the war then.
Because
Remember the Asda thing?
It was all about turf
Behind
and
the
all that in
bushes.
it, and the drugs business.
The
and
Asda,
everything.
they
The
went
drugs
to
was
Asda.
before
Oh,
the
yeah,
cheetah
yeah,
mill.
I do remember.
Because
And
back
and
then,
then-
everybody
and
was up by Muslim.
Hold on, Shirley.
And- Yeah.
Go on.
These other guys, I don't know how they knew that it was going to Asda. They was hidden in the bushes by Asda. I think it was Asda in Longside, not you, good. Some Asda anyway, I can't even remember. I wouldn't even tell a lie because I can't even remember what Asda it was.
Might have been in the
Started
precinct, Mossad
shooting.
precinct, because we had a couple
And
of
then-
supermarkets in the precinct.
Yeah, I don't know.
Mossad
And then,
precinct.
no, I don't think it was.
No, because that's
And
come
then-
up late.
Yeah, and then, well, it might not have been Asda. No, it wasn't. Why am I saying that? It was a social security. It was a social. They was waiting from the
Might have
days
been
they were
lynching.
signing on, and they started shooting at them all. And this is when it all started beginning between Cheetah Mill and all them lot.
Oh, right.
You know what I mean?
About
But
that.
Yeah.
but the drugs
Yeah.
was there before that. Because
Yeah, they were there, but we wasn't. We
we wasn't in the early in the
Yeah,
say
but-
in the early 90s. But hear this. Why I'm saying that because I left England 94. By then it
everyone
was all
became sellers.
everybody came sellers when
So
Watson
everybody-
was open.
Yeah.
Everything was Mussolini's corner. Remember how
No,
busy
this
it
was still
was?
the Reno days I'm talking.
Yeah, but wasn't the Reno days was still on?
No,
No.
because he was in Barnhill Street then, Mr. Watson.
Yeah,
That's the first
He
right.
was
time,
still
yeah.
in Barnhill Street there. So we didn't even
When
entertain
did you
that.
move to Broadfield Road?
It was
then?
just all started happening,
Watson.
and I don't know why, because
But the
No,
drugs
but
We're all-
tell me about
we're
your
all
personal
best
last
mates.
night.
my
Your
my
personal
personal last
down the
night. I don't even know if I can remember it, you know, Linda.
no,
My
I
last night I can
just
remember
stopped
in
going
there.
yeah.
I think my last night, I think I remember in the Reno was the night of the New Year's when the Cheetah Millers. Because then it was like posses coming down. So everybody started to drift from coming in.
Yeah.
Because it was beginning to be more like, it could be a shootout in there.
Yeah.
Dodge
Anytime.
City.
So
Yeah.
I think
I think it's
after
not
I
so
think somewhere, not long
Down
after.
there,
He
there was
went
no
mad,
wet
didn't he,
zone.
Yeah.
outside?
After
Yeah.
He was shooting every day, man.
Yeah,
Every
but
day.
after that
And it
night,
was
after
our
Cheetah
kids
Mill,
that was killing
Cheetah
one
Mill,
another.
after
And
Cheetah
we were
Mill,
all friends.
yeah, after the Cheetah Mill, when they come down and did that, I think the Reno, that's when it started to go down because it came right to us. You get me?
Well,
And
it was
we were
coming
older,
down
and
anyway,
older people
because
were
it was
there.
gonna be
They
dark.
weren't into that, you see.
Mm.
Remember, Reno was still all the heads, Big Paul and all them people. We were the youngsters
Big
coming
Paul,
up.
yeah.
So, them era,
I was 21 even then.
there you go.
Yeah.
So therefore, this is what I'm saying. So I think because I can't remember much after from
Well, I
that
was
night.
17 when I started going in there.
Yeah, I'm just saying, you know, like
Yeah.
what the era that Shirley's talking.
Yeah.
I was 21, 22.
Yeah.
And you've changed now. You're a
Yeah.
mum.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
and this is what I'm saying. To me, I think the Reno changed from the night the cheetah mill came down and did
I
that.
wasn't there, so
Because I think because a lot of people weren't going back down there.
No,
It
but
kinda
that's when
changed,
we all
and
went
then-
wrong.
It came unsafe.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
Because
That's
and then
when
they
we
was
all
all
went
getting
wrong.
gun
We all
crazy,
took
you
the
know.
wrong road.
You know what I mean? And
We're
then you
always
see,
fighting
and that was
one
because
another.
Cheetah Mill and the Mossides
Mm.
were going at it.
Yeah.
And then it changed from Mosside to the next
Gooch
gang,
and
the Gooch
Donington.
and all
And
this.
then
And then
everything.
D came in it.
I was turking to foot in this prison cell, you know what I mean, in strange ways. And I went to church that Sunday, and the preacher man was talking about, you know, no matter what addiction you're into and whatever problems you've got, if you really get on your knees and pray to the Lord with
Yeah.
your deepest heart and give it all your heart and
Ask him
soul,
to help.
right, He will help you.
That's why
And I
it's called
looked at him.
Father God.
And I looked at him and I thought, what the fuck is he on about?
Yeah.
So anyway, that night I went to my cell and I was lying there thinking, didn't even have a radio or nothing. I was going fucking mental. You're by yourself. You follow to the toilet. You follow to get your food. You follow to the shower.
Yeah.
You just watched, constantly watched.
Mm.
So this particular day I was turking like fuck. It was really bad. It was horrible. And anyway, I got on my hands and knees and I really started to deep pray to this Lord to come into my life and to forgive me
Yeah.
for all my sins and horribleness. And I swear to God, this is not a word of a lie.
I know.
After
I
the
told
prayer, I lied on the bed, right?
Mm.
I lied on the bed. And I started crying like hell for some reason. Just started bawling, crying. I didn't even know where the tears was coming from. I just started bawling. So I started pacing up and down the cell now. And I thought, what's wrong with me? Why am I crying like this? Why am I crying like this? So I laid on the bed. And I swear to God, this is no word of a lie. I was laying on the bed, feeling shit, fucked, horrible. And I felt this tingling sensation in my feet. And it was coming up like that, in my body. Like that, slowly. And when it got to my head, I just went, pfft. I swear to God, I started laughing hysterically. Laughing like a lunatic. And I remember looking out the window. And I had like best part of 3.5 years to do. I didn't know how long it was going. I did 2 years, 4 months. But to me, I had all this time to do. And I was full of the joys. And the feeling was better than any of the crack and the heroin I'd ever licked in all them fucking 8.5 years. That feeling was, so it freaked me out a little bit. I was thinking, did this actually happen? So I got in touch with the preacher man in the morning, and he said to me, David, you're not going to get parole, you know, saying you're a Christian now and all this business, you know what I mean? It's not going to work. I said, listen, this is what happened. And I just told him the story, what I've just told you. He says, the Lord has blessed you. He's come into your life.
Yeah.
Now you've got to work
Accept him.
and accept him. And to this day, boy, it worked, and it's still working to this day.
No, it did for me because,
Honest to God.
I mean, I was a 30-yearer, you know, it took me 30 years to come down off that shit, man. I didn't think I ever
It's
was.
amazing what the Lord can do.
Yeah,
it really
I didn't
is. don't
think I'd
care
ever
what
survive.
people laugh at you
Yeah,
when you
they
say
do.
it.
And then one
They've
day...
never been there. They've never experienced it.
Yeah. Sober said, no, we can't carry on like this. Just let's get rid of everything. So he actually made me throw everything away. So I did. I threw it all away, you know.
Myra, before you said you looked at yourself naked in the mirror.
This is when I done it.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, I've never turned to God in my life. I've never asked God for nothing. But when I started going to church, this girl said to me, you know, when you go up to your father and you ask your dad for things, and your dad will help you and your dad will give it you. Well, if you ask the Lord,
He will do the same
He will
thing.
do the same thing.
Wow.
That's why He's called Father God. And I felt the same way as Aunt David. I thought, oh, please. Because I did believe, but I was too involved in what was going on.
It was an embarrassing feeling as well, wasn't it? To be like, oh, I
Everyone
found
will
God.
look at Myra saying
I'm a
she's found
Christian.
God and
I'm
she's
doing
this
Bible
and that.
studies.
Yeah.
And they look at you. You've gone fucking mad.
Yeah, they would. They
That's
look at you
exactly-
worse
you've gone mad.
because you talk.
Do you know what, David?
God.
When I heard it about you, I was so fucking pleased with you.
I was so pleased for
I
our David, and I was pleased with
fucking
myself.
pleased for you.
But this day now, I just thought, no, this is it now. I've really, really, truly got to do this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But can I?
Yeah.
Because, like I said before, if I like something, I do it. I've got a very addictive personality. So this day now, sober said that, and I've done it all. But I really wanted to still do it.
Yeah.
I didn't want to throw it away. I really didn't want to throw it away, but I did. And I knew from the throw it away that day that everything will be all right. Because something in my head was saying, do it and everything will be all right. And then I went in my bedroom and I was just getting everything ready to go and have a shower. So I was naked. And as I walked past the mirror, I caught my reflection and I turned around because I still think I look good.
You
And then when
do,
I
don't
looked
you?
at
You
myself,
fucking do, don't you?
I
I'm
don't
alright. I'm having a chip butty, but I just spent 3 ton on a fucking load of gear.
Yeah, yeah.
Fucking hell, with a chip butty, you've done well.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
So
boy.
as I walk past this mirror
Oh.
now, I just sort of like see my reflection in this mirror. And I went,
Fucking unreal.
no. Like in my head, that's not you, Myra. And I had to turn back to the mirror and I stood in front of the mirror.
Hey, looking in the mirror.
And I knew, if I looked this way, and I don't know what made me think this, I swear to God, and even up to now I don't. I knew if I looked on my left shoulder, I was going to see a demon, and I don't care who looks at this film and laughs at it, but this is what happened to me. And I knew I was going to see a demon, so I kept looking to my right, and I just kept seeing this part of me because I didn't want to look there. I was too scared to look there because I know that was the evil side of me, you know?
Wow.
Anyway, I looked in this mirror. I just dropped to my knees and I said, God, please, if you are there and if it is
He's
really
there,
and truly true that you will forgive me for what I've done, I want you to forgive me now and help me and show me the way out. And then the next day, I just went to church. And then I started going to church every Wednesday, every Sunday, twice on a Wednesday. Once on a Wednesday and twice on a Sunday. And I was just giving myself to God, and God made me get everything. He made me get the chip shop. I ended up with a car. I ended up with a nice clean house again. Not that I was dirty when I was doing it, but I was. But I still ate and I still cleaned up my house. So that's why I thought everything was still all right. But it wasn't, because in my heart I was dying.
Oh.
In my soul I was dying.
Kills
And it kills you. It takes everything off you. It takes everything off you. You don't have
What
feelings.
people don't realize is
It rapes you, man.
it's like you sold your soul.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
you have-
sold your
You
soul.
sold your soul
Yeah.
to the devil.
Yeah.
That's what you
And he's
Yeah.
laughing.
And it's only when you
That's
come out
why
of it,
him
you
have a lot of
realise.
people, because
Yeah.
them soul. That's what.
Yeah.
You see, when people think about good and bad, them things say God in it's not. It's all about your soul.
Yeah.
God and the devil are fight for your soul.
Yeah. The both of them are
You
saying
understand me?
fucking
It's
bastard.
all about the
What
soul.
are you talking about saying bastard? He's the
No.
bastard and
No,
God's
no,
the good
I
guy.
understand
You know,
And you see what people don't realize. I mean, we didn't realize.
No,
we
we
realize it now.
Yeah. Only because
Is-
we come
is-
away, we
is-
can look in.
Is the thing now is
Mm.
today, in today's time,
Yeah.
no. It doesn't go two things,
Yeah.
good and evil. And the
Yeah.
battle is on.
Yeah.
And people don't realize them when you tell people about Satan,
Yeah.
some people think, oh, he don't exist, God don't exist.
Yeah.
But let me tell you this.
real.
You see all these kids, what going on, how them going on now? Them is the devil kids.
Yeah, that's none of our business. So
No.
what I'm interested in,
No,
what
I'm-
I think is a great story, is just your
Yeah,
fucking
no, this is
story.
yours.
You know, I've had a
You know
lot
what
of
I mean?
people saying to me when I've told them the story I've just told you,
Yeah.
and they say, well, all right, I'll try that myself.
Yeah.
You can't just, I'll just try that myself, that attitude.
Yeah.
You've got to be really wanting that spirit to
Yeah.
come into you.
No, you've got
really
to. You've got to.
meaning every
Otherwise,
heart
it's not
and your
gonna happen.
soul.
Mm.
That's not going to happen,
Otherwise,
man.
it's not going to happen.
Because then it's superficial. It's
Yeah.
superficial.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
try, but
yeah.
I'm going to try.
Yeah, I'm going to try.
That's
Yeah.
I'm
All
gonna
I
try that
can
meal.
say
Does it work?
is I must have been blessed by the Holy Ghost, because I've never touched it from that day to this.
You said a minute ago, it took your heart.
It took me heart.
Tell me
It
what
took
you
me
mean
soul.
by that.
It ripped me apart. I didn't have a heart.
Okay.
I didn't have
Cold.
a heart.
You have no
Because I
You're as
didn't-
cold as ice.
You have no
because,
feelings.
because
You're willing to sacrifice.
I didn't have a heart because exactly what she's just said. I have no feelings.
The only thing you cared about was
Was
getting
that?
that.
Where was the next gig?
Nothing else matters.
Nothing else matters.
Did you love
I didn't-
Silvers?
Of course.
No, that's what I mean. So you still had feelings.
Yeah, but it
I think in a sense you were just together.
we were just
without the
Yeah, yeah.
mentality
That's
of
the one.
saying, I love you.
I love you.
Yeah,
But
That's the
because
one.
they was there
It's like
when
being
they
afraid of
start,
that. It's like
then
being
go
afraid.
in, you're together because we're going down
That's
the
when
road
our
together.
argument started.
You
Because
understand?
me and Sobers
I
never used to
understand.
really argue before all that. We never really had arguments. We used to every day. We used to laugh every day. We used to joke. It was so much fun. And then when we both came, because remember we're a couple. There's two people's habits to feed.
You know, the only thing what
You know what
we
I
did,
mean?
the only thing I say what
It was
we all
nothing for
did.
me and Sobers to spend 800 grand on it. And this is 7
Easy.
days a week.
But you know
For
something,
30 years.
at the end of the day,
30
at the
years.
end
It
of the
took
day,
all
you know-
my childhood off me. And I'm just so glad now that because
You're bringing up
I'm
two
strong.
little ones now.
yeah, I'm bringing
you've
up the
done
children
well.
now and I'm doing
Yeah.
very well. Thank you, David. That means a lot to me.
but you know,
Thank
the,
you.
Oh,
the, the
yeah.
thing, the thing I
You want to
think,
see
you know,
2 grandkids? You're brilliant,
I've
man.
seen
Yeah.
them laugh.
They're bad.
You know,
One of them's on the camera.
yeah.
So you
And they all know. They all know.
That's
They-
good, man.
Yeah, my children know. My little one doesn't because he's only a baby.
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
only
yeah.
just turned 10 the other day.
But poor Money's seen it with her own mum and shit.
Money, yeah, yeah, but because this is what I mean, because it doesn't only hurt you. It's like throwing a stone in
and the ripple effect.
and the ripple effect. It ripples right through your family. This is why I'm saying what I done with my life affected my daughter's life, and I didn't even realise I was affecting my daughter's life then. It didn't even occur
You just
to
become
me
selfish.
that I
man.
was
Yeah.
affecting
You
my
become
daughter.
selfish.
But
just
you
want
go
the game,
really,
man.
you know where we are. We are what you call the Walking Dead.
That's
It
the one.
was.
Yeah.
Because you
What's
have,
the
there's
word?
nothing
Yeah.
else but
There's nothing else.
you're just living to try and get this.
There's no happiness
There's
in your
no
life
joy.
anymore.
You're
It's
in a dark
done,
place.
it's finished,
really.
it's gone.
Well,
And
we
you
was
know,
in a very
then
dark
What do you
place.
think about? Because everybody thinks. I suppose you think about getting the next.
That's
Yeah, you
why.
think
That's
That's
all you think about.
that's what it's
Leg coming
about.
from.
What can I
Yeah.
sell now?
No, it's like
what
this.
can I sell?
When you
What-
see when you
who
go on
can
them
I
drugs,
rob?
you're like this, a horse with a thing.
I've robbed
Can't
so
see that
many
way,
big
can't see that
drug
way.
dealers. I
It's
should've
full
been
speed ahead,
killed by
straight
that.
ahead. You don't look right, you don't look left, you go straight ahead
It's
like a
having
steam train.
blinkers for
You've
real.
got blinkers, you can't see nothing else.
No.
You can't see what's going on.
Imagine though, right? This is going to sound stupid, but imagine if you'd have fucking had that about a career or something.
But people
Oh,
with career do
that
that.
blinkers,
We've
you
been
know that.
well now, we've been doing all
No, because
over.
addiction is addiction, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's the same.
We would have been
intent.
right up the ladder.
And we would have been there and
We
still
would have
doing
been at
it.
the top of the
And still
ladder.
doing it.
Because it's only the same thing, isn't it? Addiction is addiction,
Sure.
innit?
It
It
doesn't
is
matter.
that.
You could be addicted to work.
I never
addicted
thought
to
in a million
food,
years I was going to get my job. Because you've got to have go through a CRB check.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
You know what I mean? To make sure you're not sick or
Well, that's
hungry
why
or, you know what I mean?
When
So
they
I
go through
thought in a million
mines,
years I wasn't going to get this job.
they won't give you
So
a
when I
job.
went up for my interview, right?
Yeah.
I went up for my interview and everything like that. He says, well, you've got 32 previous, David.
32.
I know I've got
32.
17.
And you started when you was 10. I said, started when I was 10. I started when I was about 7, but they couldn't charge you till I was 10.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And, you know.
It was my dad who taught us, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Not when my
I
dad
tell
was
you,
my dad was
Unbelievable. My dad was a top fence. He
Yeah.
made most of the black boys dress up as sweet as he looked, man, back in the Reno Boys.
He did.
Because he used to sell all his coloured TVs
Yeah.
for them and the videos and
But he used to help me.
anything really.
And look for me in the blues, didn't it? And in the Reno, and I'd behind the speaker. They'd all say, "Myra, here's your daddy," and I'd run behind the speaker box, and I'd be like that to the big men. Oh. And my dad would just say, "Right, where the bastard in hell is she?" And he used to say, "She's behind the speaker box, tree man." I'd dance all the way home because my dad would be beating me out. My dad would be beating me out because he was only in his 40s then, so. as fast as I could run, he could
Yeah.
run. Because he was a very fit man, the old
Yeah,
man,
yeah,
wasn't he,
yeah,
our kid?
yeah.
Yeah, very fit man. But that's what I thank the Lord for as well. Because right now, I'm going to be 61 on the 9th of July. And let me tell you, I feel as fit as I was when I was 18.
Same with me now.
And I'm just
Yeah,
saying,
you-
thank
honestly,
God,
look,
I'm here
you
for a
look amazing.
purpose. Yeah, oh,
I
You know
used to
what,
do bodybuilding
yeah.
in my youth.
Yeah. Somebody said to me one day, is that your daughter? I said, no, it's not. It's my best mate. Shut up.
Am I your daughter?
I'm not
Come to me.
Shirley.
Pretty
Oh my
girl.
God, you
Pretty
understand?
girl.
I love folks. I love